Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Today is my humble stream. This stream is basically a stream on humility. And it's a stream that I think many YouTubers should watch. Now, at the time of this stream, I only have 476 subscribers at the time of this live stream. Now, I have helped several channels, supported them. I regret nothing except for a few that have turned out to be sour. I will not name names. I have respect enough not to. I'm not about to call them out on air. I'm not about to say that they're unhumble pieces of shit or anything. They're not pieces of shit, but they are unhumble. Now, many of you are probably trying to guess whom I am talking about. How you doing, Slasher McSplitter? And as I said, because I respect people and I do have professional courtesy, I will not name the channel or channels that I am referring to. So with that said, let's get into it. There is some channels out there that I have supported since they were very wee channels like mine. When I was around 180 some odd subscribers, there was this new up-and-coming channel. They had the same amount, or I had one more subscriber than they had. And then I reached out, subscribed. We stayed in touch. We talked on Twitter and whatnot. But then this channel got big, really big, took off, got monetized, I believe. And this channel and its user have decided, you know what? Screw the little guys. I'm a big person now. I got the fame. I got the names. The bigger channels noticed me, and I basically rode their coattails to get where I am now. There are other channels that have done the same thing, not specifically riding coattails or anything, but they have shot up in subs. But the difference between those channels and this channel that I'm specifically referencing without naming, these channels stayed humble. The humble channels I have no problem acknowledging: Lethal Lightning, Mara Jade, other channels, Rosetta Allen, Demogeny, Fatal J, OG Star Wars, My Nerdy Home, Tugs, from that Tug Life. All humble channels. They acknowledge the smaller channels. They bring on the smaller channels. DJ Odyssey. Me, I do the same thing. I will reach out and I will let anyone come into my channel. And if I have a difference of opinion than them, we can peacefully discuss it. But since this channel, and I've only been on one stream with them, not going to name that stream either, but only been on one stream with them. It was a great stream. Had other bigger channels on there too. But ever since that one got big and in with the big crowd, they basically shit on the people that helped them. Now, they still have all of their subs. They still have all of their support, and that is okay. Now, the thing that I think, and I'm not saying that anybody should unsub from that channel. Like I said, I'm not going to name the channel. But I am going to say this, and I even put it on Twitter, my most solemn oath. I could have 1 million subs tomorrow. 1 million of them. And you know what? I would still thank every single one of the people that have gone into my live streams and engaged. Slasher McSplitter, Happy Dinosaur, and Mongo Big Things, the three that are in the chat right now. Kamen Rider 64, Soul Assassin, and many others. I am thankful to every single one of my 476 subscribers. Thankful to every single one of them. I wish I could name off every single one, but I'm sorry, YouTube does not allow me to view my subscribers. Even though they said you can view the most recent 100 subscribers unless they do not allow you to see who they are, which is kind of silly. I mean, if you support somebody, you shouldn't support them anonymously. You should support them openly and not be afraid of kickback. That is the problem with most big names. Sadly, they're in positions that if they openly support somebody that is in what that everyone else doesn't like, well, they get crucified for it. But yes, if I was to have 1 million subscribers tomorrow, I would still invite littler, smaller, lesser known channels onto my channel. Yes, I would also invite the bigger channels, but I would make it a habit to help build up the smaller channels. This whole We Rise Together concept, it's all well and good. I'm just not seeing it as much as I would like to. I'm not seeing it as much as some of the bigger channels have said they embrace it. Sure, we rise together, but I would rather have all the channels rise in subs as well together. When your channel shoots up in subs, goes from like 200 to 1,000 in less than a month or two, and you start ignoring your foundation and you continue to climb in subs, well, that small foundation of YouTubers that helped you get started, if they feel ignored after months and then find out, well, the person that or we were following, we were getting along, then now all of a sudden you're not following us. What happened? You see, a lack of humility is a lack of, or is a neglect of foundation. And I've said this before, folks, on videos and live streams. If you neglect your foundation, it will collapse. It will erode. They will no longer respect you. Now, obviously, there are some, and I am going to say this out loud because it is true, and yes, I might get hell for it. I'm not afraid of that. And if a person wants to come on here and say that I am wrong and prove that I am wrong, by all means, I will be the first to apologize afterward. There are some channels who are very hot women, attractive women, shot up in subs. Do not pretend that that is not a factor. It is. I am an average guy at best. And so, yeah, I have it harder. I'm not complaining about that. I don't care if I am a heartthrob. I would rather climb my way up and be humble than allow my looks to dictate how many subs I have. And I'm not going to name channels, folks. Basically, I gave you a clue as to which channel it is just by that alone. And by the clues I have given. And if you do know who I am talking about, do not put their name in the chat. I will erase that comment and I will bar you for 5 minutes. I respect the person's anonymity right now. But as I am saying, it is a fact that there are women who have attractive features, and that has helped them get higher subs. I'm not afraid to say that. and it is a fact. But there are those who are humble still, of those attractive YouTubers that have remained humble. A small, exceptional few who have not. And it is those ones I do not acknowledge, I do not respect. The only respect I have for them is not naming them by name. Normally, people, if this was 3 years, 4 years ago, I would have named them by name. I was immature back then. Yes, indeed, Happy Dinosaur. Oh, the thing is, folks, there. Like I said, I could get 1 million subscribers tomorrow, full monetization, millions of views, and watch time. I would still thank every single one of you in my chat. Mongo, Happy, Cayman, all of you, Soul Assassin, all of you guys are my foundation. You helped me build my channel. You all, or there are some bigger channels like Lethal Lightning, Ryan Kinnell, Mara Jade, or Jay Chato as her channel name is called, Abu Nas. They all have way more subs than I do. They brought me onto their channel. But one thing I have noticed, they stayed humble. They call out the names. They highlight comments. They will, or they have no problem answering a call. Neither do I. If you guys ever need help building your channel, I will help however I can. I will share your channel out. I will give you shout outs. I will give you special thanks. I will do all of that because that is how you truly help the community rise together. That is how you stay humble when you have become bigger. You acknowledge all of them. Geekimus Prime, how you doing? Have you been on my streams before, man? It is good to see you. How you doing? Hail to you too, brother. So yes, stay humble, folks, because like I said, if you neglect your foundation, it crumbles. It may not crumble when you get stronger because you will have others that will still support you. But do they see through the facade that is yourself? That's what I thought, Geekimus, and welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping in. I'm basically talking about how if a channel gets big, they should stay humble. And send this out on Twitter, folks. I encourage, share the stream out. Maybe the person who I'm talking about might actually see it. Maybe they won't. Do not tag them if you know who it is. I doubt they will ever care. Because yes, to reiterate for the more people who have just joined in, there are channels that shoot up from little channels to big channels and stay humble. Channels like Mara Jade, Lethal Lightning, Demogeny, Fatal J. Small channels that have gotten very big names. Yet they stayed humble. They stayed in touch with the smaller channels like mine, Rosetta Allen's, and other channels. You got channels that are at the 250 range, 300 range, like Ambassador and whatnot. They are, I will bring them onto my channel. I could have 1 million subscribers tomorrow. I would bring on the smaller channels first in order to help them get more subs. in order to, and all I can do is bring you on and encourage others to subscribe. That's all I can do. It is up to you guys to keep those subscribers. It is a hard slog. Trust me. I know I'm having a hard time getting to 500. I'm at 476, but I am thankful to each and every one of those 476. Thank you, Slasher McSplitter. Would you ever bring Creepy Little Book onto your channel? Hell yes. How? Yes, I would. I would bring in bigger channels. I bring in smaller channels. I have brought in bigger channels, mostly because they're channels that are humble, onto my channel, and I would talk with them and whatnot. Now, I understand, folks. Believe me, I understand. The bigger of a channel you get, the harder it is to see how many people are supporting you. I will, if I am able, have a list of people who support me, and I will name them off. I am very humbled by the support I have gotten over this last year of being on YouTube. I started back last year in April, I believe, when I first changed my name from my real name to Orange Hat Reviews. It's still a funny story of how I became Orange Hat Reviews. I needed a winter hat during the winter. I got one at my local Stewart shop, and I bought it. And then when I was looking around for a name for my channel, well, I'm going to be doing movie reviews, so I might as well have reviews in the name. Then I just looked over to my desk where my orange hat was, Orange Hat Reviews. There you go. This is the same hat, folks. Never going to change it. Now, if I'm outside, I'll have this hat. I used to have letters on the hat too, but they were iron-on letters. They didn't stay on all the time, and you would have to re-iron them on after washing. That got tedious. But the thing is, folks, again, stay humble. If you guys ever want to come onto my channel, I have a Versus Stream roster on my timeline on Twitter right now. If any of you guys want to join any of those rosters for those Versus streams in the future in July, August, or September, let me know. I will be more than happy to invite you on to be a part of those Versus streams that I do every Fridays or every 2 weeks in the months. This one that is upcoming, Vader versus Malgus, unfortunately, that is already full up. I can only bring 5 people onto my channel at one time. Now, the next one after that, which is Cadus versus the emo bitch, Kylo Ren. Is orange your favorite color? Orange is my second favorite color. Actually, my third favorite color. But technically, green is my second favorite color. Red and black are my absolute favorite colors because they're the colors of my high school, my alma mater. Red and black Lumberjack, which was the mascot to my high school. It looks like I got a message from a cousin of mine. That's years ago, folk. Anywho, they just sent me a link that Linkin Park's head singer hung himself. That I learned back in 2017. But yes, Kamen Rider. Orange is actually my third favorite color. Green is my second favorite color. Red and black are my 2 absolute favorite colors. Now let's see. Yes, get to my memos. August versus streams. Not August. Vader versus Malgus. No. Yes, that one is already done. Where's my other one? Okay. Cadus versus emo bitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already have that one. That is full. I have 2 spots for the Jason Bourne versus John Wick. It is first come, first serve, folks. If you want in on the Versus Stream panel, I only have 2 requirements. Ask and know the people. What about an orange Iron Man helmet? If I had one, I would do it. I would wear one. I would wear it. I'm not a person that has a lot of money. Those things above me, those I saved up money to get. But with how the world is so PC today, I don't want to risk doing it. Geekimus. The thing is, I'm a person that has very conservative views. I'm a central person with conservative views, and I'm not afraid to have my channel up. But also, I have left politics behind on Twitter. I'm no longer political on Twitter. Believe me, when I first got on Twitter, I was very political. And I'm sorry for the light, folks. Let's see if I could do something about that. There we go. And there we go. That should be better. Yes, it is. Much better. Now, I used to be very political before I got onto my YouTube channel. But since then, I've lost interest in politics. I still get freaking emails from, after doing one political poll, I get emails from the current administration's campaign staff harassing me 15 times a day. We want to hear from you. We want just a small contribution. It's like, if I had money to contribute, I would. I don't. All the money I make in a month is literally spent in that month. That's just the way the world is for some people. I can't work because this is damaged. Even with medication, people are very discriminative towards ADHD folk. Even now. Also, PTSD is a bitch. I've been making videos for about 10 months now, and it's been pretty fun hobby for me. Exactly, Mongo. Exactly. I'm not going to start a channel until all this insanity dies down. These days, if I do a YouTube channel talking about Power Rangers, I might get called hateful over Power Rangers. Dude, you start a Power Rangers video, man. I plan on actually doing a Power Rangers versus stream. I haven't done a group stream since the Mandalorian army versus the Xenomorph army. But if somebody has a good group of Power Rangers versus some other group of whatever, bring it on. I will have no problem doing that. And Geekimus, I will invite you to be a panelist. I give you my word, man. The thing is, if people recommend a stream, if people recommend a versus stream, I will invite them onto the stream that they recommended to be a panelist. They are the ones that helped inspire it. They will be the first invite. So there's a guy, Ryan King, or Brian. Yeah, I think it's Brian King. I've seen him around on YouTube in some chats. If he is on Twitter, I'll have to look him up. He's the one that recommended Jaina Solofel versus Starkiller. And I am going to, if I find him again on some other channel, I think Ryan Kennels was where I found him. Or what? No, it was Lethal Lightnings. If I find him on Lethal Lightnings again, I'm actually going to tell him, you are the first invite to that specific versus stream. You have an automatic panel for that versus stream. That is actually going to be a staple. If anybody recommends a versus stream, they will be the first to be invited for the panel. Now, yes, there is only 5 slots. So the rest, you'll have to get them while they're hot. You can ask Austin St. John, aka Jason the Red Ranger, of the YouTube channel Forward or Fanward, to be a guest on your show to talk about the current entertainment world. That, believe me, that would be awesome. And I would be totally freaking fanboying out like a bitch. Because the thing is, when I was a kid, I was a fan of Power Rangers, the original Power Rangers. So yeah, that would be awesome. And you know what? If I do actually invite him on, I would ask him about what he thinks of the current status of the entertainment world. Now, I doubt, because I only have 476 subscribers, I doubt that my channel or that his words would reach the wider world. Because, like I said, I'm a very small channel. I'm not even close to monetization yet. Not even halfway there. But yes, when it comes to the versus streams, the ones that are open, to give you guys an idea, is Jason Bourne versus John Wick, the Jaina Solo Fell versus Star Killer. I need to reach out to Brian King, but there's 2 spaces left on John Wick versus, or Jason Bourne versus John Wick. The August stream of Han Solo versus Hatton Rand, I'm hoping to get Anna That Star Wars Girl and Jesse Milestone, but unfortunately Jesse Milestone is going through a rough time right now. Her grandmother is coming toward her twilight, so to speak. So she's going through a rough time, and I will completely understand if she is unable to. Now, Stephanie Janicek from the Smuggler's Cantina, she is going to be on that one. She actually asked, and I said, I'll pencil you in for it. The next one after that is Conan versus Aragorn. Conan the Barbarian. That one's still open. September streams are Tiger and Cheetah, or Tiger versus Cheetah, and Punisher versus Grim Knight. Now, for those of you who don't know who Grim Knight is, it's basically a Punisher version of Batman. It is a dark DC universe where when Joe Chill picked or shot the Waynes and dropped his gun, well, Bruce Wayne picked it up and shot Joe Chill. And he then became basically an arms dealer instead of a world conglomerate business owner. And he kills. He is an anti-hero. He's an aggressor vigilante. Kind of like the Joker or the Batman who laughs. But yes, if you guys got suggestions for October, bring them on. Now, here's the thing. I'm actually going to... I just thought of one for October. Yuzong Vong versus Xenomorphs. That would be interesting, and I know OG would love that one. I know OG Star Wars would love that one. And I know Ryan Kennel would too. So definitely going to reach out for them for October. The first versus stream in October. So, you know what, folks? I'm going to have to jot that one down. October VS stream. Use to use, if I remember correctly. Yuzong Vong versus Xenomorphs. Now, I'm not going to reach out to OG and Ryan Kennel for that yet, because October is still a few months away. But yeah, that's definitely going to be one that I look forward to talking to them about. As for the one 2 weeks from this Friday, let's see here. Saw something on my Facebook notifications, folks, and almost read that out loud. That would have been so freaking funny. Zero Fall, good to see you. But yeah, definitely going to reach out to them. So yeah, if you guys want in on any of the Versus streams, contact me via Twitter, Messenger, here. If you guys want to be on a panel for any of the Versus streams that are coming up that still have slots left, by all means, ask me. Do I have a game console? No, I do not. I am not a rich person by any means. I have a phone and I have a Kindle. That is all. I used to have a laptop. It's broke. Now, when I get more, or if I ever do have an improved living situation, I will indeed save up money for Wi-Fi or better Wi-Fi and a PC. But until then, I'm kind of stuck where I am right now. Finances are a bitch. But yes, Zero Fall, good to see you. So to recap for those just joining in, this stream on the thumbnail, it says stay humble. And this is a message to all of the people who are the bigger channels that are not humble. Engage with your freaking subs. Engage especially with those who helped you get where you are, who helped you start out, who helped you get from down all the way down here to all the way up here. The ones who helped you while you were down here are some of your most important subscribers, because they are your foundation. And yes, I know of a YouTuber who is, or who basically went from there all the way up to there and basically said, fuck all the little ones that helped me get where I am. I'm with the big ones now. I'm not going to say their name. I already gave enough clues to who they are. And again, do not put their name in the chat if you know who they are. I've told a few people in confidence who that YouTuber is, and they have all assured me they will not speak their name. So yes, because the thing is, I recently found out, I actually reached out to him recently on Twitter in a tweet. A lot of people loving that tweet. But the same person who I tagged, the one person I tagged, didn't even say it. Then I find out they're not even following me anymore. They used to be they were following me like last week, I believe. And I was following them. When it's like, hey, all right, you don't want to follow me? Fine. I have no problem unfollowing you. You've proven to be not very humble. Thing is, I was that person that tied their subscriber count to my subscriber count. And I reached out, helped share their channel out, did all that nice stuff for them. Then they got the attention of the bigger channels. Bigger channels got them more attention. And then got them up to above 1,000 and to monetization. And now they're part of bigger channel groups. It's all well and fine. I have no problem. Congratulations to your success. But here's the thing. Is your success filled with humility? Or is it filled with vanity? That's the question you need to ask yourself, folks. If you are indeed going to have a channel and you want to truly stay humble, engage with your smaller channels that helped you get where you are. People like Mongo, people like Zero Fall, Kamen Rider, Geekamus, Happy Dinosaur, who just recently started his channel and does great reviews, even though sometimes he does sound like he just woke up. But he still does great reviews. I loved that Godzilla review, by the way, Happy. You reviewed a movie that is sacred to many, and it was a good review. I mean, people like Soul Assassin, my mod, Happy Dinosaur, who's also a mod. Mongo, are you a mod? Would you like to be a mod if you are still in the chat? But yes, folks, stay humble. This person that shot up to all that superstardom bullshit hasn't reached out to the younger crowd at all. Now, if they have and whatnot, I'll be the first person to admit I was wrong. But if I was to ever end up with 1 million subscribers tomorrow, I would still reach out to the smaller channels because I would make sure that we do rise together. I hear it a lot from the bigger channels. And yes, the message is clear. I can suggest for people to subscribe to you. I can suggest for people to support you, but you have to maintain that. You have to maintain the, how you doing, My Nerdy Home? I'm talking about staying humble and bigger channels and whatnot. So yes, if I can suggest to other people to subscribe and to support, but you guys actually got to do it or keep those subscribers. You got to keep their interest. It's not easy. Believe me, I know. I'm only at 476. Other channels, they shot up. There are channels that have shot up that have stayed humble. People like My Nerdy Home. People like Mara Jade. People like Lethal Lightning. People like frickin' Raging Rhino. He's getting up there too. But he's also going to be one of those humble ones. Because he knows what it's like to take the long road up. David Kotler, good to see you. What is the next versus debate going to be? It's going to be Darth Vader versus Darth Malgus. It's going to be this Friday. The next one after that is Darth Caedus versus Kylo Ren, the emo bitch. Now, those ones are all, or those panels are all full right now at this moment. The ones that come later, Jason Bourne versus John Wick, still has 2 slots open. Anybody who wants in on that, just let me know either in the chat or on Twitter or on even Instagram. And if you can find me on Facebook, my name's Daniel C. Maloney II. Look me up. You'll definitely find me there. Professor Logos, good to see you. Hey, bud, I want to know what you mean about ADHD. I can be a pain. What you mean about? I know what you mean about ADHD. It can be a pain in the ass. Yes, it can. Believe me, the inability to focus, the ability to be thinking about millions of things at once, that's a pain. When I do my reviews, I end up going like, oh, God dang it, and just stop the review because I screwed up a couple times. The review for Live, Die, Repeat that I did earlier today, when I was doing that review, that took literally 13 tries to get that one satisfactory. 13 tries for a 10-minute video. Now, something that I'm always going to do is single takes. I don't edit. I don't got the software. I'm kind of like Jesse Milestone in that fashion. I do the single takes. I give it to you straight. I don't bullshit. And Jesse Milestone is a great YouTuber. And my prayers are sent to her every night, hoping that she is doing well in this difficult time for her. I'm also reaching out to Anna, that Star Wars girl, to try to, I already emailed her. Don't know if she got it. She's got a lot going on with her channel. She's doing another Indiegogo project. I think it's Indiegogo, but it's an independent project and whatnot. And I wish her all the luck. But it would be a great privilege to have her and Jessie, if she's able to, and if she is recovered from her tragedy by then, in August, to join me for a special Versus stream that I actually designed strictly for them, which is a smuggler scoundrel Versus stream of Han Solo, because everybody knows that Jessie loves Han Solo, versus another scoundrel from Knights of the Old Republic 2, Atton Rand. And it won't be, or we all know that Atton Rand, if you know the KOTOR universe, he's Force sensitive. He's not going to have the Force in that one, though. It'd be too easy otherwise. But yes, that is some of the stuff on my Versus streams. And like I said, first come, first serve. And anybody who does give me an idea for a Versus stream, you automatically have an invite to that panel. That is one of the things that I will always do, folks. I will always make sure that the person who gave me an idea has a seat in that panel. And I will be very thankful to them, because they are the ones that help this channel get more content. They are the ones that help inspire me to keep going. Senya versus Count Dooku. Kotler, guess what? You're invited to that panel in October. It will most likely be the second Versus stream of that month. So yes, let me write it down, because that is actually a very interesting one. Senya Terral is a very, very powerful Force user, as is Count Dooku. So let me jot that one down, buddy. Thank you for the idea. And I'll even put your name in. Are you on Twitter, David? Because if you are, and if you find me on Twitter, follow me and I'll follow you back so we can message and get a dialogue going to find out, or if you can actually be on the panel, because I do them Friday nights, every other Friday, spaced out, and whatnot. Yusuke versus Ryu. Damn it, Cameron Ryder, you do come up with some good ones. And October is going to be a triple 2-weeker. So yeah, Senya versus Dooku. David Kotler. Yes. Kotlar. So if you are on, how do you follow me, Cayman Rider? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Twitter? I'm at Orange Hat Reviews. Just look me up. Not Star Wars, but Punisher versus John Wick. Angry Vader, good to see you. Vash the Stampede versus Spike Spiegel. I have no idea who those people are. Zero Fall. When it comes to Versus streams, I need to know who they are in order to. But this is my main Google account. Hold on. All right. I can. Are you on Facebook, David Kotler? If you're on Facebook, look me up on Facebook, on Messenger. Reach out to me. My name's Daniel C. Maloney II. Cayman Rider, look up Orange Hat Reviews on Twitter and follow me on Twitter, and I will follow you back. Now, Yusuke versus Ryu. All right. And Cayman Rider was the one for that one. You automatically have a spot on that. God dang it. Panel. You see, that's another thing, folks. Up here is all kind of crosswire too. I'll try. I haven't used my Facebook account in like 4 years. Also, you can email me, dude, at danielmaloneyii@yahoo.com. I should learn to, or I should have all that stuff put into my about section. I'm going to actually fix that later. I'm actually going to put in my about section, I'm going to update my about section on YouTube so that people know how to get a hold of me. But yep, thank you for both of the suggestions. They are actually good suggestions that I will actually I will use them. So you both are invited to those panels. So yes, email me at, it's all lowercase, Daniel Maloney, Maloney, with 2 small case I's at the end, at yahoo.com. 2 of the craziest gunslingers in anime. Oh, that's cool. You're talking about Vash the Stampede and Spike Spiegel. So, who is not being humble? I will not use their name on here, Steph. I have enough respect for them. You probably know who they are. But they are not, or they, basically, to give you an idea, and please do not put the name in the chat. That is the one thing I will not, or that is the one thing I am asking people not to do. But the person that I am speaking of, basically, to give you an idea, I helped them when they were at the same subscriber count as I was. Then they shot up. They got in touch with bigger channels. The bigger channels liked them. And the bigger channels invited them on, got them even way more subscribers. And then they just stopped talking to the lower channels. And the channels that helped them when they were small channel. That was barely noticeable. I helped that person. I shared their channel out. I shared their videos out and whatnot. You used to even have a regular dialogue with them. But after a few months, they just stopped talking to us. And it became annoying, yes, and kind of hurtful. But that's not the reason why I'm saying this. It's because they literally have stopped being humble. Like I said, folks, on Twitter, on my main Twitter page, I could have 1 million subs tomorrow, and I would still invite all those smaller channels that have helped me from when I was at 500 or and less. I would bring on those smaller channels. I would thank each and every one in my chat. I would stay humble because, like I say, they are your foundation. They are the ones that helped you get to your first few milestones. And a foundation, when neglected, it crumbles. It erodes. It loses its stability. Now, most of these people, they will keep their subscribers, sure. But is their channel's success based on vanity or humility? Now, folks, yes, some of you know who this person is. It is one person specifically. But the thing is, I'm not going to say their name. Yes, I wish them all the success in the world. But if you have no humility, what good is that success? Vanity only gets you so far. So yes, you probably know who it is, Stephanie from My Nerdy Home. But the thing is, the person who is, they just stopped interacting with the smaller channels. All right, Steph, basically, another hint, it is a female YouTuber. And it's someone you know, but it's not someone that, well, I don't know if you've had interaction. You probably have. But like I said, it's not Tugs. Tugs is human, or Tugs is humble. It's not Mara Jade. She's humble. It's not you. You're humble. All of you have interacted with the smaller channels. All of you have helped support the smaller channels. You've plugged my channel on Drunk's channel. You guys have helped plug my channel on Ryan Kennels. You guys are the ones who still interact with the smaller channels, and that is a very respectful thing. And believe me, when it comes to me, I am one of the most loyal people when it either friendship, family, whatnot, relationships even. When it comes to me and loyalty, it is an absolute. And I will always help those who I feel need an extra added boost and whatnot. If they need help monetarily, financially, I will give what I can. If they need help getting their channel out there, I will do what I can to promote their channel. All they have to do is ask, and I'll do it. But if your channel, if I feel that you have lost your humility, if I feel that you have not continued to be humble, that is when I start to lose respect. None of you guys have actually done that yet. This one channel that I have referenced, she's basically ignored the smaller channels. Only if they ever get like people or bigger channels' attention, maybe she might interact with them because they've somehow garnered their attention. But I've tagged this person in a tweet because I thought that they would like the joke that I told them. Now you know who it is. If you are following me on Twitter, now you all know who it is. It's the Baby Yoda tweet. Now, if I am indeed wrong about this YouTuber, explain it to me, contact me, tell me how I am wrong, and I will be the first person to put a mea culpa tweet on Twitter, and I will kneel down and ask for forgiveness. Maybe not kneel down, but yes. If you know who it is now. Everybody knows who it is. The Baby Yoda tweet just gave it away. Everybody liked it except for her. And I found out that she has not been following me for a while. She used to follow me too. I used to follow her. Like I said, I've been following her since she was a small channel. And now I am using her gender. Still not going to name her. But yes, she lost her humility in my eyes. Now, unless I am proven wrong and shown concrete evidence to the contrary, I will be the first to apologize and admit that I was wrong. Believe me, folks, I'm a very family-oriented person. The people who I make friends with on here, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, if we have a regular dialogue, if we have a growing mutual respect, I will view you as family. How you doing, Drunk? Good to see you. It's a humility stream. And yes, I have mentioned certain individuals. Not saying who, and I'm asking that their name not be put in the chat. But yes, there are those YouTubers that go up in their subscribers that I've helped, that have stayed humble, and there are those who haven't. So yeah. And the ones who don't stay humble are the ones that I have that I lose respect for. Y'all know who it is. I'm not saying who. I have enough respect to not say who they are and call them out directly. Now, like I said, if I am proven wrong, if you guys can show me concrete evidence that I am wrong, I will be the first one to ask for forgiveness, and I will be the first one to admit that I was wrong. But when you neglect your foundation of subscribers, your very early on subscribers, when they have done nothing but support you, when they have done nothing but help you, share your content, get your channel's videos out there, when they have done all of that stuff, and you then neglect them when you get in with the bigger crowd. That's not humility, that's vanity. Drunk, you still talk to the smaller channels. You still acknowledge the smaller channels. You have that humility. Yes, you may have shot up, but you kept your humility. If you don't keep your humility, it's replaced by vanity. And yes, the person that I am referencing, I have not seen much humility from them. It is one of the reasons why I end my videos, stay humble. Because I know what it's like to crawl your way up. I know what it's like. And like I said, folks, now that I got even bigger channels here to hear this, I could have 1 million subscribers tomorrow. I would still talk to them. For 3 months, I put smaller channels on my channel. Exactly, man. Exactly. You are one of those people that actually help those smaller channels rise. Only channels that had less than 1,000 subs. Exactly. You're helping those smaller channels get to where they need to get to monetization and whatnot. You are a humble YouTuber. I've not seen that in some people. One person specifically, and that is the basis of this video. But you are one who has always been humble, Drunk. And that is why I respect you. All of your philanthropy that you do, the stuff down in South America and Central America, dude, I wish I could do stuff like that. Unfortunately, I am not in a position to be able to do that. Now, like I said, I could have 1 million subscribers tomorrow. And I could have millions of views, monetization, all of that. I would bring on the smaller channels to, like Drunk does, and I would help them rise together. And that is basically my solemn oath. Like I said on Twitter, you guys have small channels, I will help you build your channel. How you doing, Rosetta? If you guys ever need a shout out, if you ever feel like you need your content shared, I will share it. I will help you as much as I can to get you up there in subs. But like I said, and like it has been said to me by Ryan Kinnell, I believe, I can suggest people sub to you. I can share your content, but you gotta keep the content going. You gotta keep your fans engaged. It's hard work. It's not easy. My Edge of Tomorrow review, like I said, it took me 13 tries to get it right. And some of these days, or one of these days, I am going to create a blooper reel of all of the different stuff. And that's okay, my nerdy home. And thank you for following me. But yes, like I said, I will one of these days, if I ever do get editing software, create a blooper reel of all the different times I have screwed up on a video. But it will be when I have that editing software. So anyway, folks, I've been going for almost an hour, and I am actually planning on checking out Drunk 3PO's video or live stream that he has coming up. So I will go on for a little bit longer, roughly around 8:15. I will end the stream. But yes, folks, if you ever do have a huge channel and your subs shoot up, remember those who helped you when you were not a big channel. Remember those that are part of your foundation. Because when you do, when you help smaller channels when you help them, they feel that they are truly part of the community. They truly feel that they can rely and respect the people who help them. I will always do that for anyone who feels they need a boost. You just have to ask. You just have to reach out. and I will have my hand out ready to help. I am one of the most loyal people, folks, that you know. Family, friends, doesn't matter. If I respect you and you respect me, I will always help. And whether it's kind words, whether it's sharing your content, I will always help. And like I said with the Versus streams, that I have notes on my phone for the future ones up all the way up to October. If you guys want in on any of the panels, ask me. And I will definitely take it easy, Drunk. And I will definitely put you on. It's first come, first serve for the most part. And yes, folks, I will end this stream shortly and go over to Drunk 3PO's channel. He has a live stream coming up with a bunch of female YouTubers that are very awesome YouTubers and very humble YouTubers, ones I respect. So yes, always help those who might need a smaller boost, because they will be the ones to help you if you ever are down or in emotional distress. I can always count on Rosetta Allen, and she can always count on me. If you guys need to call me in the dead of night even, I'll give you my number. If you need somebody to talk to about anything, I'll give you my number. I will not give it on here, but I will give it on like Twitter or whatnot. Just do not give it out to a million other people. That's all I ask. But if you are looking for me to contact me on Facebook or anything, look up my real name. It's Daniel C. Maloney II. I have no problem giving out my real name. If people want to harass me or whatnot, I can handle it. Now, if people start pushing the right buttons, well, you'll see a side of me that I don't really like to put out. But anyway, folks, thank you to everyone who showed up. Rosetta Allen, Zero Fall, Drunk, My Nerdy Home, Christine Fernandez, I see you. Following you since last May when Brightburn came out and saw your review. Hail Orange Hat Reviews. Thank you. And I appreciate you as well. And I've noticed that you have been following me on Twitter. I may not always voice my or acknowledge it, folks. Believe me, I am sorry I don't always do that. But I do notice when people have been following me for a while. I do notice the support I have garnered over time. And I am very humbled. That is the key word of this stream, humbled by all of it. So yes, thank you to everyone who has shown up. Zero Fall, Drunk, Rosetta, Christine, My Nerdy Home, Happy Dinosaur, Mongo. Let's see here. Zero Fall, I think I already said you. And let's see here. David Kotler, dude, you and Kamen Rider, thank you for the Versus stream suggestions. I now have a full roster through through October, and I'm going to have to get to work on those thumbnails. So thank you guys for suggesting those. Angry Vader, thank you for dropping in. Kamen Rider again. The Atlantean, thank you for dropping in. And yes, you are absolutely right. Single takes are freaking difficult. Professor Logos, thank you for dropping in. I go through all of this. Geekimus Prime, dude, if you ever need help getting your channel started, reach out, man, and I will help you get your channel started. I will help you, or I'll help look up stuff for you. I will help you think of stuff for your Versus streams. And also, if you do come up with a good Versus stream of Power Rangers, November, I will think or shoot me the idea. Happy Dinosaur, Slasher McSplitter, thank you for dropping by, guys. Mongo, I think I already said thank you, but again, Mongo, big thanks. All of you guys, thank you for stopping in. And if you guys need someplace else, go, or if you guys need another channel to check out after this one, Drunk 3PO will be live in 25 minutes, 26 minutes, maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later. Depends on, well, technical difficulties, I guess. But yes, check out Drunk 3PO's channel. He is one of those humble ones, and he is one of those great ones. Drunk 3PO, I've been following him on Twitter and YouTube for a while. He is a very respectful guy. So yes, bring him or show him your support. My Nerdy Home, show her support too. She's a great channel too. She does makeup streams. Thing is, I've always been makeup is for girls thing, but I also understand and I also like makeup when it comes to certain things because I understand the need for makeup. I used to do drama in school, in grade school, and they, believe me, an 8-year-old having to do makeup's for girls. That's what I said. And they're like, yeah, but if you want to be on that stage, you're going to put on makeup. It is funny stuff. So her makeup streams are pretty cool to watch. She does watch parties. She does all sorts of cool stuff. She even does reviews like I do. I loved her review of Apocalypse War from Justice League. She did a great review. She even stopped by and commented on mine. And that is pretty cool. Acknowledging the smaller channels, folks, like I said, is the mark of a real humble person. Soul Assassin, good to see you, man. Thank you for dropping in. I am just starting to wrap this up. I just did thanks to everyone who have been in the chat. Like I said, folks, I could have 1 million subscribers tomorrow, full monetization, all that stuff. And I would still bring in every single one of you onto my panels. So yes, theater nerd, 100%. Same here. I miss my theater. It is literally 2 blocks away from me. I walk every time to go to the theater, and I am hoping that they will be ready to open by July. They have cleaning stuff out in the lobby right now. I walk by and I see all the cleaning stuff. I'm like, now where's the cleaning crew? So I'm just hoping that my theater will be open in July. I want to see Tenet. I hear great things about it. Now, Mulan, not sure, but I might check it out if people want me to. I'm not a real big fan of what Disney has become, but if you guys request that I do a Mulan review, I will do a Mulan review. Anyway, folks, I am going to start wrapping it up because I do want to check out Drunk's channel or his live stream. Cleaning crew, cleaning themselves. Exactly, Zero Fall. The theater in my town is starting to show classic movies. That's exactly what they need to do to get people back into theaters. My theater, one of the best privately owned theaters. It's not an AMC. It's not a Regal. We're a small town here up in the Adirondacks and Tupper Lake. Theater tickets here for an adult, normal movie, not or a 2D movie, not a 3D movie, is $7. For 3D, it's a $2 increase. It's a $1 decrease for seniors, and kids under 5 get in free, I believe. But yeah, might have some cool sword fights. I'll check it out then. You know what, Soul Assassin? That's as good as a request. I will check out Mulan. I just hope that they don't screw it up with the wokeness and whatnot. That's all I wish that they would stop doing, is get rid of the wokeness in Hollywood. Sadly, 98% of Hollywood is woke. Anyway, folks, I am going to wrap it up here. Are you moving to Chaz? Hell no, Lyndon. Good to see you, though, buddy. Lyndon Hal is also a YouTuber, folks. That is awesome. He's got some content that you guys check out. He's a humble guy, too. He's one of the humble ones. Him, Raging Rhino, and Lethal Lightning, they do some great shit on every Saturday here in the States for them, or Saturday morning for them. It's Saturday night into Sunday, early Sunday hours, called the Full Aussie. They bring on, or sometimes they'll bring on token Aussies or token Americans and honorary Aussies. And yes, they do some great content. Sometimes I will do a poll on Twitter asking how long will it last. But yeah, man, I am never moving to Chaz. I'm not going to get into any of that right now because I am starting to wrap up. But yes, folks, sub to My Nerdy Home, sub to Lyndon Hall, sub to everyone in the chat. You got some great people in here. And also, around 8:30, go over to Drunk 3PO's channel. He's doing one of his Monday night streams. It's a great thing to check out. He brings on some of the best female YouTubers out there. So yes, folks, big show coming this weekend. I'm sorry I missed the last one. I'm actually going to look for the last one to watch tomorrow after I upload my, I think it's, what review did I, or Twitter. Looper. I'm actually going to upload my Looper review tomorrow morning. So believe me, folks, I am so conflicted about that, and you will actually see it in my video of how conflicted I am that I like that movie so much. Because Rian Johnson did a good movie. Why couldn't he do it for Star Wars, you know? But anyway, folks, you kept me going for a while because new people kept on coming in. Thank you all for dropping by. I appreciate every single one of you for subscribing, for sharing my content, for getting it out there. Stay humble. Keep engaging with the smaller channels. I will bring on any channel that wants to come on to my channel. I will talk with them. I will shoot the shit with them. We'll do versus streams together. If you recommend a versus stream, I will take it under advisement. If it's a good one that I know both people, I will invite you automatically. You have a panel seat already if you are the one that suggests it. But yes, folks, I am going to start wrapping it up. Thank you all for showing up. It is truly humbling to see a lot of you guys in here. And I do thank each and every single one of you for showing up. Take care. And if you guys are catching this on the replay, you all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below of humility, vanity, all that stuff, my versus streams. If you have any ideas, shoot them toward me. Reach out. All it takes is a reach out, and if you are civil, I will engage you in the chat or in the comment section. If you are uncivil, your comment will stay there unless it is extremely vulgar. But even if you are, or if you are not so nice, I won't engage you. Those are the only rules on my chat or on my channel. But anyway, folks, thank you for tuning in. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay tuned for the, before I do go, stay tuned for the versus stream this Friday. It is going to be Darth Vader versus Darth Malgus, and the panelists that you can expect are the Ambassador, Annihilus, Mara Jade, possibly Ryan Kinnell, possibly Mara Jade, and OG Star Wars. Most likely they will show up because I know that Ryan Kinnell will not want to miss this one. But anyway, folks, the next one also is a full panel. So any panel after the one from 2 weeks from now, ask me if you want in on it, and I'll pencil you in. It's always Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. If you're in Australia, it's most likely close to midday for you. Anyway, folks, thank you all for joining in. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.